Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977. And by NHOU Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, we're super fortunate to have access to this giant studio at Borla's headquarters in Tennessee, and there's only one group that fills it up whenever they come to our studio. That's Mobile Environmental Solutions. Here's a look back at one of their best with our buddy Brian Loans.
I am here inside the shop, but even more specifically than that, inside a Mobile Environmental Solutions paint booth, joined by this, an absolutely magnificent big block 4-speed Corvette. We'll talk more about that in a second. But Tom, tell me about what makes the Mobile Environmental Solutions paint booth so effective, and what am I standing in?
This is our 23 by 15. It's made here in the United States. The best part about it is when you're not using it, you roll it up and put it in the corner. Only takes a few minutes to set it back up. Then you have a fully functional paint booth. This one right here has approximately 37 air changes an hour.
So this is not just a, it's not just a structure. I can feel the circulation happening right now. Now, this is also a paint booth that is good for doing small pieces. You can do doors. We've seen fenders done in here. But the reality is, you did this entire Corvette in one of these booths.
Yeah, I painted the whole car in it. In pieces, like, the body on a dolly, doors on a stand, but yeah, the whole car in here.
And this is no slack job kind of work here. This is an NCRS quality level restoration. Kind of tell me what you enjoyed about working in the booth.
Well, what I like about it best is, like, I'm a small garage, I'm a home hobbyist, restorer. I only have 1,000 square foot, so for like me, I roll it out, blow it up, put the car in there, use it. When I'm done, I put it down, put it back in my garage, and it saves space. And it works,
And you're overly humble because you're very, very good at what you do. And, you're a guy that's got certifications by the major paint manufacturers.
Yeah.
So you understand what needs to happen inside one of these booths, and clearly it works the right way.
Yeah, I've worked for a lot of dealerships and restoration shops, and this booth puts out just as better just than anything else. It works great.
Tom, is there any better testimonial than that? Or
I think the proof is in the pudding on this one. I mean, this is a gorgeous car that was painted in a bounce house.
That's what my neighbors call it, the bounce house, yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about the car, because it's a very rare Corvette, meaning we got the engine combination in the driveline, but specifically inside.
Yeah, this car belongs to a really good friend of mine, Rob Harper in Apex, North Carolina. It's a radial delete, heat delete car with 411 gears and a 427, 4¼ horse, numbers matching, all numbers matching car.
Unbelievable. And it's a car that is capable of being judged on a national level, that 100-point scale that everyone's so afraid of. What does it say to you when you hear testimonials like this from a guy that's doing this level of work in the booth?
It takes a lot of pride. It just shows that the amount of work that goes into design of these booths. It isn't just sewing it. We have checked the airflow. We've upped the game as far as having a true cross-flow style booth. And it opens up a lot of opportunities for people that can't afford a permanent booth or don't have the space for a permanent booth, or people that work, from their backyard or from lot to lot. So there's a lot of different applications.
And there are some safety features built in here as well. You have emergency exits on the side. There's also the ability for filtration too, right?
To swap the filtration out, the vinyl's all fire-treated, fire-retardant vinyl. It does exceed the OSHA's airflow capture efficiency as far as air exchange rate. So there's been a lot of tests and R&D been done in these booths.
And one last question, size-wise, you said this is one of the larger offerings. What do you offer for size?
This is our 23 by 15. We build them as small as a 10 by 10 and as big as a 50 plus, 19 by 20 if you need it for semis, Apache helicopters. The military use them for different specs like that.
Tom, we talk about stuff, we see the vents up here, and I can actually feel really significant airflow through here.
And you got 12 in this booth, and that's your inlet filters. So it's giving you a true clean room environment. It's moving a ton of air, and it's cleaning the air as it comes through and fills up the booth because it's positive pressure. It's going to fill up the booth like a balloon, and exhaust through the path of least resistance, which is going to be the exhaust filters on the opposite side of the booth.
Different paints have different needs, and I'm sure that waterborne paints like a booth like this.
Water would work really great in here. Even my PPG rep said this is the place for water. Because of the air circulation, water's not about heat, it's about airflow. So yeah, and I'm going to spray water in it soon.
Where do people learn more about these on the web?
MobileEnvironmentalSolutions.com.
So there you have it, mobileenvironmentalsolutions.com, the place to visit on the internet to find out how you can own one of these booths. The quality of work you can produce in here rivals anything you could do at a standard issue booth at a fixed location inside your shop. Way more convenient, way easy to use.
Do not go away, because we'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings right after this.